nails from myself. For the genie with the snails in a 5-star hotel. And I wish these well when they wish for me to fail. I might donate petty bills, they can't get it by themselves.
That's why you treat my men good, but not too good. I give them too much, then they don't need me. I give them just
yeah, I just ran a checkup on myself. Some days I just have to check up on myself. I'm so icy, got that GG on my belt. Thank the Lord for my people in my health. Lost a lot, but I came out with no else. Thank the Lord for my people in my health. And I'm fine as hell from my head down to my nails. My man tripping cause I got another sale. He still buy me YSL. I could get it by myself. These I could get it by myself. I could get it by myself. These I could get it by myself. I'ma get it by myself. Yeah. I'ma get it either way. I don't even gotta say what I want when I want. They just put it on my plate. I could get it right away. Take you through my day to day. Wake and pray, make that play. Get some good at my place. There's some on the way. Cause my bro's on the way. I got stones on my gold. I got loads in my safe. Had a 7-figure summer, so I'm putting on some weight. Set up getting thick, so I put it on display.
With this round here, I make a joke, everybody laughs. I know I'm funny, but I'm not that funny.
Yeah, I just ran a checkup on myself. Some days I just have to check up on myself. I'm so icy, got that GG on my belt. Thank the Lord for my people in my health. Lost a lot, but I came out with no else. Thank the Lord for my people in my health. And I'm fine as hell from my head down to my nails. My man tripping cause I got another sale. He still buy me YSL. I could get it by myself. These I could get it by myself. I could get it by myself. These I could get it by myself. I'ma get it by myself, yeah.
It's a lot of money, why are you mad like that? Ooh, I'm in my new bag, my bad. You ain't get too bad, my bad. Yeah. First of the month, I'ma run it back. Ay. Same day, why I'ma run it back. Yeah. Friday, payday, run it back. Ay. Run it back, run it back, run it back. 48 yards. Ay. I cop a car, I run it back. Yeah. Go yo, then run it back. Run it back, run it back, run it back. Hello? That's the check calling. Let me click over real quick to let my check talk it. I eat it, ooh, Pac-Man. That's the way my neck talking. Right? I ain't never coming back. The way the stress. You don't make no clap back when you backpack, my bad, but I'm past that.
Coach Harbor and M&T Bank Stadium here in Baltimore, Maryland. Here's a scene a short time ago. The Ravens introduced to this sellout crowd, and through a sea of pyrotechnics, out they came from the tunnel. We're set to go as the Ravens get ready to match up with Andy Dalton and the Cincinnati Bengals. Set to go now in Week 6 of the NFL season, and we are underway on EA Sports. That's fielded in the end zone, and no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line.
Hands up. Lead. Focus against the mic. Keep it up, defense. Keep it up, guys. Check. Lucky. Hey. 61. Matchbox lights. Check it out, Reed.
Easy. Now a whistle, and I think a penalty here for a delay. No, they're going to say timeout. They did get the timeout in time. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. This is Joe Mixon, fourth in the NFL in rushing last season. Only a couple for him there on the game's first play, and it's second down.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
The last run got a couple. Here's second and 8.
Let's go, defense.
Now some movement before the snap. And we'll hear from our referee for the first time this afternoon. And that false start penalty certainly not helping their cause here. Second down and long.
He's coming, double up. Switch.
After the penalty, it's Mixon. Call it a gain of 12, but of course not a first down due to the previous penalty. So from second and long, now we go to third and very manageable.
Yeah, they love that phrase, don't they? Because as an offensive coordinator, you can keep people a little bit off balance and guessing because you don't have to throw it. You can come back with a strong run game if you want to. And if you're in four-down territory, that really opens things up for you.
Just play number 3 here on the opening drive, and it's an early 3rd and 1.
Check three. Hey, check 24.
Despite only needing one, Dalton to throw. The safety that time, Tony Jefferson there on the coverage. So the defense able to get off the field here on third down.
And it's one of the goals of the game. They've got to be effective on passing downs. It's one of the few things defenses chart. How did we do on third down? That's a nice start for them in this one.
He gets us away. It's a good one, drawing toward the sidelines. And they won't risk defending a return here. That one's out of bounds, and it'll be spotted at the 14-yard line. Jackson and the Ravens come up now 1st and 10 at their own 14-yard line. From the gun, it's Jackson. This one complete to Ingram. And they'll bring him down here right around the 17-yard line. Call it a 3-yard gain, and it'll be a second down. For Lamar Jackson, his first NFL start came against the Cincinnati Bengals November 18th in Baltimore of last year, and he threw for 150 yards, ran for 119 more as the Ravens won 24-21 to kick off what became a 6-1 final stretch that got him the AFC North title. That first down completion only netted him 3. 2nd and 7.
Let him know.
Now Jackson. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, 3rd down.
Nice play there to force the incompletion. And to me, one thing's for sure. When you're the underdogs and you're playing on the road, you absolutely have to get takeaways. You've got to get the ball from them.
Yeah, win that turnover battle, going to be key. They didn't get one there, but you get the feeling they keep making plays like that, they might just get a few.
Yeah, once you get one, defensive teams think they come in bunches.
They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on 2nd down. They go to the former Saint, Mark Ingram, and he won't be close to a 1st down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. No gain there on the play, and that's going to leave him with a 4th down. So on 4th down, here's Sam Cook to punt it away. Back deep, Khalif Raymond. And he gets it away, a directional kick going toward the sideline. And the punt over the side in the air, and the spot will be inside the 35.
At their own 31-yard line.
The Bengals drive about to get going. And on the first drive, 3 and out. And I know that these are professional athletes, but I would imagine sometimes you get the nerves at the beginning of a game still, don't you?
Those don't ever go away. And typically what I've heard from guys and what I remember from playing, if you don't have nerves at the start of a game, it's not going to be a great day for you. You're not really ready to play. So finding a way to harness those nerves and not let them affect you in a negative way, that's what all the guys are looking for.
At the 35-yard line.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6.
Undercut. Shoot. Hey.
Dalton. This one grabbed by A.J. Green. And he'll get up to the 43-yard line. That one a 1st down pickup of 8.
This has to go down as one of the simpler routes in the playbook, but oh so effective. Nice completion there. Keeps the sticks moving.
Hands up. BAT. Ain't no such thing as a loss. We take a win. Kill. Hey, turn it up. Watch the safety creep. 368. Mike 48. Watch the curl. Watch out. Go.
Mixon with a 1st down carry. Just a yard on the 1st down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9.
68.
Here's Dalton. He's going to look deep down the field. And this is going to wind up incomplete. The coverage there too strong on the deep ball, and now they face a 3rd down.
Well, that certainly looked like something that they discussed all week in practice getting ready for this one. Take the big shot right out of the gate. At worst, you'll open up the defense a little bit, loosen them up, have them back on their heels.
After an incomplete pass on 2nd down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9. Dalton here from the gun. A battle for it, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Marlon Humphrey.
And Brandon, this is a real nice job defensively of getting inside a quarterback's head and figuring out, okay, where's he going with the football? Because you can make an educated guess defensively, not all the time, but sometimes. And when you're right, you've got a decent chance of coming away with the football.
After the interception, here's Jackson. It's brought in here by Willie Snead. And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield at the 49-yard line. Still a few inches short of a 1st down as they come up now on 2nd down. It's a give to the right. Ingram. And he'll be brought down at the 48-yard line. 4 yards the pickup, 1st down.
Second and inches is oftentimes an invitation for an offense coordinator to take a big shot downfield because he feels like he can come back on third down and pick up the first down. But sometimes you just don't want to break tendency. Stay with what you are, stay with who you know, and go get the first down. That's exactly what they did.
A bit of an opening there on the first down run as they get this forward for about 6 yards. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4. 6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4.
Tight dog, tight dog, tight dog.
They run from the pistol with Ingram, and he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. It'll go as a loss of a yard, and it'll set up 3rd down.
It's a tough one right there. He ran right into the teeth of the blitz as the linebacker was freed up in order to stuff that one for a loss. I think quarterbacks got to see that, got to find a way to audible into something a little more advantageous.
Double tight, guys, double tight.
He may try and run for this. He's got the first down here inside the 30. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. That one good for 13 and a Raven first down.
First and 10 at the 29-yard line.
Less than a minute to go here in a scoreless first quarter to this point.
I'm coming after you. Hey, motion, motion.
This time Jackson will throw it. That's caught by the former Sooner, Mark Andrews. And taking it to the 15-yard line before he's brought down. They get 14 on that one. That's good for a Baltimore first down.
First and 10 at the 15-yard line.
Got it. 57's left. I got you. I got you. Joker, 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 Joker. Switch, switch. Neutral, Coker.
From the red zone now, here's Jackson on first down. And he's got his man on the out route. And he is into the end zone for a Baltimore touchdown. Hayden Hurst, his first touchdown on the year, as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. Tucker with the extra point after 7-0 on EA Sports. Here's Tucker now out to kick this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Bengals drive about to get going. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, wound up leading to a touchdown the other way. How do you approach drive number 2?
Going back to your game plan coming in, everyone has matchups that they like better than others, where they think they have an advantage. Dial up some of those plays. Try and go to those spots and get your offense moving.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8.
Check 24.
Dalton with a give here to Mixon. So he got free of one tackle but couldn't do a whole lot else. Now after that last play, there's a Bengal down on the field. While the training staff takes a peek, we'll take a break.
Go! Fast.
They look to throw on third with Dalton. This one complete to Giovanni Bernard. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. It's a gain of 13, and the Bengals have a first down.
And this is why trying to cover the angle route is so difficult. Anyone playing the linebacker position, when they see a running back out of the backfield widen because he heads towards the flat first, oftentimes you widen too much and overcommit. He cuts up inside, and that's what we saw there. A nice pickup for a first down.
Mike 58 right there. Hey, watch the screen. 2-by-2. Move. Jam.
Now a first carry for Giovanni Bernard. Officially no gain on the play, and it's second down. Defense doing their job, really nowhere to run the football.
Yeah, it's almost textbook, wasn't it? Every place he tried to find an open spot, there just wasn't one. Congrats to the defense, no gain.
Call fitting your gaps, right?
I love it. You're exactly right.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10.
Double time. Hey, we got 3 down.
Now Dalton. That's complete to John Ross. 19 yards the pick up there. Move the chains.
I know we just saw a nice throwing catch, but how about the big guys up front buying that time? Yeah, that's exactly what they did. They created time and allowed the space to happen, and it turned into a really nice play.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. So Dalton now. Got a man open. It's Ross. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. That one good for 20 on the catch and run. This drive, it's been a good mix. 3 passing plays, 3 runs, hitting on all 3 of those passes, and the last one putting them in the red zone.
So wouldn't you think play action right here? Because you've got the ability and had the ability to run it and throw it. Go play action and take your shot at the end zone.
And he will take it on in for a Bengals touchdown. Tyler Eifert, his 2nd touchdown on the season, as they are now on the board here in the first half. Boy, it's nice to have that big, reliable target you can go to.
Each and every time. A lot of people see that position as a fallback. Throw it to them when all else fails. Not at all. This guy can make plays, and that's exactly what he just did.
Yeah, play here for a touchdown. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments. I like the idea to mix it up from time to time because, let's face it, you can't be predictable. But the execution was a little lacking on this one, right? They might want to go back to the drawing board with that call.
First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12. Now it's Jackson. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Geno Atkins in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year. After the sack, they'll come up now 3rd and long.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised to see them run the ball here just to try and get some space.
No run call here. They'll look to throw instead. And almost picked off. I guess the good news for them now, it's 4th down. More problems here on 3rd down. They've converted only once so far in this first half.
And you know as well as I do in this league, if you don't win on 3rd down, it makes it hard to win a ball game because then you're relying on your defense, you're relying on your special teams. You've got to get it done with your offensive unit.
He'll take it at the 42. Nice job bringing that one back. 14 on the return. And the Bengals will take over in terrific field position. So the offense a little antsy. The flag comes out and a 5-yard penalty.
Let's go!
The false start backs him up 5. 1st and 15. Dalton gives to Bernard. And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 47. It's a loss of 4 on the first down play.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
So now they operate back from their side of the field here. 2nd and long.
Check. You go tight. You got tight. You got tight. Here you go. 368. Check.
Now a give right side. Bernard. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down went backwards. It's 3rd and very long. From the gun, Dalton looks to throw. And that'll wind up incomplete. Bold play call there. Now it's 4th down. You can tell they were hoping for a flag there offensively. Several on the sideline motioning, hey, why not a penalty? Why not a penalty? What did you see?
Yeah, I think you've got to let them play, and the officials are instructed. If there's contact coming from both sides, no flag. Let them fight it out.
And forces 4th down. So they'll play the field position game here as a very nice punt is going to pin them back.
Yeah, it's almost like watching a game of tennis, or do you prefer ping pong? You know, back and forth like that? But it definitely was excellent, wasn't it?
The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. They're going to have to go at least 50, 60 yards here if they want to ensure that they don't have to punt the ball like they did last time.
Yeah, so what you're saying is we're not playing to just get out of the shadow of your own goal line, right? You're playing to make sure the punter doesn't see the field again. So it's not picking up a couple of first downs. You want to pick up 5 or 6 first downs and make sure you move the ball into their territory.
They run. It's Mark Ingram. And they'll bring him down here up at about the 22-yard line. Second quarter action, 1:56 remaining. And we'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. Now Jackson on first down. Jackson hit, and he lost the football. But it looked like a Raven was able to get in there, and they will indeed keep the possession.
On plays like this where the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back. Because This is a quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or have moved away from him. In this case, though, a teammate is able to come up with the ball.
The throw over the middle, taken in, and way up past the 35 before he's taken down. The Ravens going to use the second of their timeouts as they'll get a chance to talk it over after picking up the first down.
First and 10 at the 37-yard line.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on first and 10. Jackson from the shotgun. Eluding the pressure right. And that'll be good for 8 yards to the 45.
And that was not a bad scramble there on first down. He didn't force it, nor did he throw it away. He was able to take off, and now he made it a very manageable second and short.
Creeping up on a minute to play in this first half. Looking to throw again on second down. Jackson, Snead's got it. And he'll be brought down at the 48-yard line. 7 yards there and a first down. This is Ingram on first and 10. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8.
That didn't appear to be a run blitz. He just darted in once he saw the run develop. That appeared to be a case of see ball, get ball.
Throwing on 2nd and 8. Jackson. Under pressure here, and down he goes. Sacked back at about the 43-yard line. Now a signal and a timeout call as it comes with 9 seconds to go in this first half of play. Now after that sack, it's 3rd and long for Jackson and the Ravens.
Give me that ball, defense. Give me that ball.
Here's Jackson on 3rd and long. He's going to wind up and air it out. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
Intended for Mark Andrews. Incomplete. Jesse Bates on the coverage.
And this should be the final play before the quarter ends. Final play of the half here. It's Jackson. And he's going to go down. Couldn't get a throw off with the pressure. Maybe that was for the best, as that brings us to the end of this first half of play. So a touchdown apiece. That's what we have to show at halftime as they head to the locker room. 7-7 our score. As we send you down to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach, set and ready to go for the second half. 1 touchdown apiece. 7-7 our score. This will be fielded on the back line of the end zone. And he will be brought down here at about the 17-yard line. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. They have a chance to break our tie here as we get a look at the first drive of quarter 3.
And it's such a tone setter, isn't it? Because both sides trying to seize momentum to begin the half. What do they have dialed up that'll give them an advantage to move the ball downfield?
Let's find out what they have dialed up.
And, partner, I think that was a great example that not all tight ends are created equal. Because everything was right. Got the completion, but he's not one of the more dynamic guys in the league. So even though he caught it, couldn't turn it into much more.
He'll be taken down well behind the line, and I think he might have just given those 4 yards right back. And chalk that up as a 4-yard loss, and now it's 3rd down. Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
Check 26, check 26. Hey, watch that, watch that. Kill. 66, pull it, pass.
The pressure drops off as they look to throw. It's complete to Snead. And he's taken down, but not before he gets this across the 25-yard line. It's a pickup of 11 and a Baltimore first down.
1st and 10 at the 28-yard line.
Here we go. Hey, hold on. Not to that, you are. Not to that. Mike's 50, Mike's 50.
They'll fake the give to Ingram. Now Jackson. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Geno Atkins. He's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year. And the job becomes twice as difficult now. After the sack, it's 2nd and 20. Jackson. And he rips that one incomplete there. Trying to get it to Willie Snead there. And it's 3rd down. So, Charles, tie game here. What are your keys as we continue to play this second half?
I know people think it's always trite when you say the same things over and over, but they're tried and true in the game of football. Who's going to block better? Who's going to tackle better? In this case, to me, it's turnovers. You've got to take care of the football in order to win the game.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. They toss to Ingram, running right through him. And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line. It's a loss of a full 3 yards, and it brings up 4th down. Here's Sam Cook now, standing just about on his own goal line. Averaging 50 yards a boot so far as this one's away. That's pulled in at the 32. A very good return that time. 18 yards. And this offense takes over in great shape right at the 50. 1st and 10. So here's Dalton and the Bengals now. 1st and 10, right at the 50-yard line.
He's checking. He's crashing.
They'll run it here with Bernard. And he'll take it down shy of the 45 at the 46. Call it a gain of 4 on 1st, and that'll make it 2nd down.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable 2nd down. A very solid gain on that play.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6.
Here we go, kid. Check 99. 36.
They'll run again with Bernard. Give him 4 on the carry, and it'll make this a 3rd and about 2.
Back-to-back 4-yard runs. Now, look, if they just do that all the way downfield, ball ends up in the end zone, but that's a little difficult to do.
Yeah, I think now 3rd and 2, that defense ready to stiffen up and stop that run. So 3rd and 2, this quite possibly 4-down territory, though, if they're stopped. Out of the gun, it's Dalton. He's got his man here. It's Green. And he'll take this into the end zone for a Bengal TD. A.J. Green, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Bengals have taken the lead. Bullock good on the extra point. And that makes the score 14-7. Now Bullock will send this one away after the touchdown. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
The Ravens take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you've got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26. Jackson, options out left. And not a whole lot doing there, as he'll get it up to about the 28-yard line. Only a yard there on the keeper, and that's going to leave him with a 3rd down. Not the start to the drive they were looking for. That run doesn't do much at all.
No, not at all, and it leaves them with 3rd and long. And you know, this is the time of game where these drives really start to matter. They've got to make some moves.
On 3rd down, Jackson. This one complete to Ingram. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. Got what they needed there. The drive continues with a 9-yard pickup.
First and 10 at the 37-yard line.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. From the gun, Jackson. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And that'll be good for 8 yards to the 45. Well, Snead figures to be an important veteran presence for Lamar Jackson. 2 years ago, it was a disappointing 2017 for Snead. That was in New Orleans. But then had a bit of a bounce-back campaign a season ago in his first go-around with Baltimore. 62 catches, 650 yards. Did have surgery in the offseason on his left index finger, but back to full health and ready to go. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked up by Jesse Bates. And he's able to get it back to the 41-yard line.
Well, that's a drive killer right there. Not a really confident throw either. This one was kind of up for grabs, and it's going to come down the hands of the wrong team.
Their D gets the INT. Now what can Dalton do? He gets this one to Boyd. And he will take it on in for a Bengals touchdown. Tyler Boyd, his 4th touchdown on the year. And thanks to the interception, the Bengals offense cashes in with 6. Extra point up and good by Bullock. And it's now 21-7. Now Bullock will send this one away after the touchdown. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And he probably should have stayed in the end zone as he'll muster a return up to only the 14-yard line.
In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try and put points on the board.
Jackson and the Ravens come up now 1st and 10 at their own 14-yard line. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. He's got his man. It's Andrews.
And he's the epitome of what we call the move tight end, a guy that you can line up anywhere, in the slot, out wide, in tight, doesn't really matter because he has such great skills. You want to utilize him in all aspects of your passing offense.
And there he was in the slot for the catch. Throwing again on 2nd down. Jackson, and that going to be incomplete. A lot of contact, no call, and it's 3rd down. We have not seen a whole lot of wide-open receivers. Everything seemingly has been contested.
And that's another nice job there to force an incompletion. They've been very cohesive, knowing each other's moves all game long, and they've been on the spot just about every time.
And they've held them in check on the scoreboard.
Tough first half for him, unable to put up the numbers he's used to producing. But with a guy like him, you and I both know it just takes a couple of explosive touches for him to make an impact on this game and on the stat sheet as well.
Now with the play clock about to expire, we get a whistle and a timeout. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter. From the gun, it's Jackson. Caught by Snead over the middle. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
10 yards on the pickup. It's second and inches at the 38-yard line.
Try to get one more in here before the quarter breaks. Before they can snap it, time runs out on this third quarter of play. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. They still need about the length of the football here, maybe a little less as they come up on 2nd and inches. Now Jackson. He's got it to Ingram, complete. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 37-yard line. It'll be a loss of a yard, and that is going to set up a 3rd and 1. They'll try to run for the first with Ingram. And he's got the first before he's brought down at the 39-yard line. They only get 2 there, but on 3rd and 1, that's all they needed to keep the drive going.
1st and 10 at the 39-yard line.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Ingram again, a first down carry. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down.
Not too many offenses want to turn down long drives, but when you're down what they are, they've got to pay it off with some points.
To throw on 2nd and 6, Jackson. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 36. Then he'll get it all the way down inside the 35-yard line. Another costly turnover, their second of this second half. And earlier when I asked you your keys to the second half, you said, hey, it may be trite, but I think it's turnovers. That's coming to fruition.
It certainly is, and let's face it, they named the game after it, right? So isn't it the most important thing?
What, the football?
Exactly. They named the game for it. Take care of it.
Heads up! Let's put them on the buses. Let's put that team on.
Dalton bootlegs out. Going deep downfield. And this is caught. And he'll take this into the end zone for a Bengal TD. John Ross, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Bengals, they widen their lead. Now Bullock to add the extra point. He knocks it through. It's 28-7.
set to kick off.
Now Bullock will send this one away after the touchdown. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And the decision to bring it out will cost him about 5 yards as he'll get this only back to the 20.
At their own 20-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator? Sometimes they just make a joke. All right, guys, you had your fun? All right.
Throw it out the window.
Yeah, let's get back on track here. And sometimes that'll work just fine.
I guess it's time now to lean on that leadership. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. From the gun, it's a run for Ingram. It was Jordan Evans making the play defensively. And the trend continues here in the 4th like it was in the 1st, 2nd, and 3rd. He's had nowhere to run.
And you're probably thinking to yourself, why do they keep feeding him the football? Well, they trust him first and foremost. They do believe that over time he might actually pop one of these runs. The bottom line is he takes care of the ball well for them, so they keep handing it to him.
31 yards there and a 1st down. Looked like they picked a heck of a time to run the counter.
And we've been saying that in this great game of football probably since we started playing. Anytime you get guys thinking you're going to go one way and you hit back the opposite side, it's a great chance it can turn into the type of play we just saw there, a big gainer.
Now it's Jackson. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down. I want to go back to something you said in the 1st quarter about winning.
Is it a positive?
It is a positive.
Okay.
About winning the turnover battle. As a visiting team, as an underdog, you were right. They've done just that, and look where it's gotten them.
It's part of the formula. When you go on the road, as you mentioned, being an underdog, winning the turnover battle is a big key, and this one's playing out in this one.
4 down. Mike 50, Mike 1.
Again on 2nd and 10, it's Jackson. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down. Another incompletion. You know, it's a wonder he's still moving around back there the number of times he's been sacked.
Yeah, he's staying out there, isn't he? And you don't think about it much in a game like this, but he's showing incredible leadership. Still competing, still fighting, not taking himself out of a ball game that appears lost.
This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10. Here's Jackson to throw. Brought in left side by Snead. And he's got another 1st down as the tackle's going to be made at the Bengals' 20-yard line.
That was a nicely run slant route, and what the receiver's trying to do is make the defender think he's going upfield for a deeper route, and then breaks it off, usually after about 3 to 4 steps, and cuts towards the middle of the field. And now what he's trying to do is use his body to keep the defender away from the football and give the quarterback a really nice target.
From the red zone now, here's Jackson on 1st down. He dumps it down to Ingram. And they'll bring him down at the 18-yard line. It'll be a 2-yard gain, and that'll make it 2nd down.
I know it was a gain, but you have to sense probably a little bit of disappointment there, because when it's out there in open space, I think they expect to get more out of a play, don't you?
Especially when you're getting it to your guy out of the backfield. You're expecting him to be able to create something, be a little more shifty.
Yeah, no doubt about it. Good open field tackling held it to an okay gain.
Now Ingram, he's been busy today. Able to fight for about 4 yards there to the 13.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
The Ravens on 3rd down. They're hitting at 60%, 6 out of 10 thus far. This is 3rd and 4. So it's Raven football here as we welcome you back. They face a 3rd down now as they try to find a late score. Again, they'll run with Ingram. And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. He loses 4, and it brings up 4th. After seeing that, maybe time to go back to some downfield throws here.
Yeah, anything. Change it up because the teams that win, the best teams, they're the ones that make adjustments. Doesn't mean you can't come back to what you thought you could get done. Sometimes when you open things up a little bit, you can get back to what you wanted to do before.
Watch the twist, watch the twist. 52.
Fourth down, here's Jackson. He can run for it, and he will. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. A nifty bit of scrambling there. 12 yards, first down.
Get that quarterback, D-line. Get that quarterback, D-line. D-line, get that quarterback.
And now Jackson will look to throw it. And this is caught. Touchdown, Baltimore. Mark Andrews, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Ravens cut into that lead. A nice throw there by the second-year quarterback.
And I don't believe that was the kind of play he would have made as a rookie, because usually your rookie season is a continuation of your college days. A lot of one read, and if you don't have it, you just take off and go. Now he's settled in the pocket a little bit more, reading the field and getting to a second and sometimes third progression. That was a nice play.
Throwing is Jackson. And they're going to get to him. A sack. Sacked back at the 9-yard line. So 2 scores down. Time definitely not an ally, but here comes the onside kick. And this one travels out of bounds, so unsuccessful there on the onside kick try. Off the play fake to Mixon. This is Dalton. That's caught inside the 20. And he will take it on in for a Bengals touchdown. Tyler Boyd. 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far. Now the Bengals, they widen their lead.
And to me, that touchdown allows you to start grinning widely on your sideline. I think they pretty much locked this one away.
Yeah, that's the clincher, the proverbial icing on the cake, if you will. Here's Bullock now for the extra point. And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead. Now Bullock will send this one away after the touchdown. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll elect not to return this one, so they'll bring it out to the 25 on the touchback. The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. They're down big here late. I don't know. You just one last drive here for pride?
Some people like to do that. I remember playing for a guy once. We were down huge, and someone said, "Coach, what do you want to call?" He just waved a hand like, "Who cares? Let's get out of here and do something some other time." But some teams like to do something at the end to feel a little bit better as they continue to move forward.
Yeah, probably just want to put this one behind them. Oh, there's that man again. It's complete. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. They get 14 on that one. That's good for a Baltimore first down. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. One last shot for Jackson. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked up by Sean Williams. And that will ride